Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Sherman. I want to welcome you to my website as well as my YouTube channel, as4L Productions. So, for quite a while, I was trying to decide, where do I want to begin? Like this is my own platform. This is the first time I'll be covering both videos and written articles and among other things on the agenda. So there are a lot of things for me to cover. That wasn't the issue. The main issue I was facing was where do I want to begin? I have a lot of things that I can touch on right now at this point in time, but some of them would require a little bit more due diligence. I will need to do a little bit of research and homework and create some personal notes so that I can refer to on the side of the screen. And there are other areas, other products and kits that are relatively easier to talk about. So I don't really need to think too much. I don't need to do too much homework. So I thought I would start with the earliest or the easiest product that I can talk about. So today I want to talk about ThinkCrate. Right. So let me So ThinkCrate was started in 2016 by a team from Nullspace Robotics. So in simple terms, I would classify Nullspace Robotics as a local educational partner. What that means is that they do conduct robotics and coding classes, workshops, and trainings using products like Lego Mindstorms and Arduino. So my collaboration with them actually was first initiated in mid 2019, but it was at a time where I just wasn't exactly ready as a content creator. I just didn't have the hardware or the setup, and I really just didn't have what I have today to be able to fulfill that role of being a STEAM content specialist that I label myself as today. That's how I brand myself. So I'm really excited, fast forwarding to today with my current website currently ready to host contests. Now, even though it's still under development, I felt that it's finally the right time to start publishing the contents that, I've been wanting to publish since mid 2018, since early 2018, when I first had this vision. So when I think about ThinkCrate, I think about self-learning. I think about activity-based learning. I think about project-based learning. So when you visit their website, you will notice first of all that they are actually offering individual projects, right? So you can think of this as projects. You can think of this as kits. You can think of this as activities, projects, activity. To me, they are synonymous. They are almost the same. So yeah, you can actually purchase these individual crates from the website. And yes, they do offer international shipping outside of Singapore. Though I would assume you may need to pay for the international shipping, but I would suggest you check with them. But yeah, there's free shipping for local residents. At least this is what I see from the website. So this is not the first time that I have evaluated, or I would say experienced, one of their crates. So in mid 2019, I actually had the time to work on the word clock. You can see here. And you can see that the projects have actually been categorized in terms of the difficulty level. So let's talk about the crates itself, right? But before I do that, I should just say that as you can see from the screen, the price range is really affordable. honestly, for project-based learning kit, it's very affordable. They range from about Singapore $50, which is roughly around 39 USD, I would think. I'll probably have to do the calculation. So to around 60 USD, which is around 40 plus dollars US. I mean, to about 60 SGD, which is about 40 plus USD. So depending on where you're from and where you're ordering this from, plus the shipping, so you need to take that into calculation. Okay, so let's talk about the crate itself. Now, I like that they provide uh, at least a proper box, for you to keep your components and everything. Any spare components that are not being used by the project that you're working on from the crate, you can keep it inside. Now, when you first open up the crate, right, on the box, you will see that everything has been packed into like I would call it a ziplock bag. Right, so let's put this aside. So it comes in a ziplock bag. So everything is you can just unbox it and pour it out. So we have all the components inside. It also comes with the Arduino board, so they do provide that. So like I say, I think that kits these days, more or less you can expect that there would be components from the box itself. So let's just, we have a lot of things. So this is the spirograph kit. So when I first reached out to them, they asked me like which kits do I want, and I said that I wanted the tier 2, tier 3 kits, because I find that more complex kits tend to have more things that you can talk about. Okay, so one thing I do want to say is that I think that the ziplock bag that they have can be better designed, because the corners here, let me see if I can adjust my camera. So the corners of the bag, particularly this side, tends to restrict the contents from coming out. So yeah, I do think that they need to, yeah, if you can see, this side of the ziplock bag has been sealed to the side. So not exactly the best way to design it, but it's fine, I guess. At the end of the day, as long as you can take out the contents, it's fine. So every project here, so you have everything you need to get started, and yeah, is that straightforward, simple. Let's talk about their online resources. So let's talk about online resources. One thing I've always appreciated about the online resources by ThinkCrate is how they have organized it by each project. So that is something that they have taken into consideration about how they want to organize the learning content itself. It's good because by design, then from a learner's perspective, you don't have to end up clicking a gazillion URLs or links to sort of get the information that you need in order to learn, through building on the project, through working on the project. Another thing is that I find that when working on activity-based, project-based learning kits, they always offer this new opportunity to learn something new. It's why I'm so excited to actually dive into this kit right now, actually start building it tonight. And eventually I'll create an article about this as well, about my experience, my learning experience with this kit. The assembly videos, if we to scroll up. they do provide assembly videos. All right. So these assembly videos are well organized, they're clear, and that's also something worth mentioning. Not a lot of I would say kit makers, especially the ones you get from China. I'm not going to name them, but a lot of these, I will call them sort of clone brands, but yeah, they are third-party brands. I think that's a better way to say it. These third-party brands, when they create their kits, if they do not have a booklet, their online resources are usually quite messy. And if they have a booklet, the instructions are usually not very well constructed. So following those instructions can sometimes be a bit of a headache at times, for depending on who you are and your level of understanding. I would think by age as well. So younger folks or people that are new to electronics or new to Arduino might find some of the instructions from those third-party kits quite difficult to follow along. But that's not the case here. So in my experience of working on the word clock project kit, the crate, I would say that it was quite pleasant. In fact, I would say the word was enriching, because it makes it so easy to follow the instructions. So your mind is less occupied with being confused and not sure where to go to look for certain information, to having that freedom, that space in your mind to actually focus on the actual learning that you get from working with these project kits. So one of the things that I want to highlight is definitely their bonus contents. So this bonus contents is a subsection for the online resources, project-based online resources, where you can get further information. Say, for example, on the hardware side, you want to know a little bit more about the stepper motors that were created. I love this, by the way. Personally, I love it because I am not an expert when it comes to electronics.
I'm okay. I would want to say that I'm pretty good, but I would think that the better way is that I'm okay with electronics. So I'm clearly not expert. So for me,
I know how to work things. I know the practical aspects of electronics, but definitely not the theoretical side of it. So having this additional bonus contents is perfect, especially for someone like me that wants to learn more, through these activities. And even for somebody new, once you gone through the practical steps of building up your spirograph or your word clock, and you got it working, and that your learning doesn't stop there. You actually get to dive deeper into each of the components the key components that comes with the project, that obviously truly matter. So really good. I strongly encourage you to spend some time on the bonus content section, because there are a lot of very useful information and knowledge that you can pick up from there. So again, to the team at ThinkCrate, I would say kudos to you. I honestly would give you credit for this. Yeah, it's really, really good. So rounding up, what do I think about ThinkCrate? Now, I think they are pretty affordable for almost anyone seeking to get into project-based learning. It's great for at-home activities as well. Also, I think that they provide an alternative when it comes to conducting Arduino-related workshops. So if you want to conduct a community-based Arduino workshop, at a local makerspace here or anywhere in the world, these crates are great for that purpose as well. The instructions are well consolidated, clear, and which makes it really easy to follow along. So will I be recommending this crates to anyone seeking to learn more about Arduino or basic electronics. Totally. Yeah, I think it's probably one of the best entry points to electronics with such an affordable price tag. So yeah, that's it for my video. Clearly, this is my first one. I am constantly referring to a sort of a script that it's not really a script. It's just it helps me to think about what I want to say. So I guess over time with more videos, I will actually get better at this, and I would tend to rely less on the script and know what I want to say. So
Yeah, I don't like scripted videos, by the way.
I prefer my videos to be more interactive, a little bit conversational. It's more like I'm talking to you than reading a script at you. But yeah, anyway, that's besides the point. So thank you very much for watching. If you're watching from my YouTube channel, please do subscribe below. Just click on the button below and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more STEAM related contents. I will be talking about a lot of different things, a lot of different topics when it's related to STEAM. It's not just STEAM education. It's also about technology trends in the STEAM, the whole STEAM industry, science, technology, engineering, and so on. So there are a lot of awesome things that are coming. So do follow my channel, and also do visit my website, for more future articles and videos and learning content. All right, so that's me signing off for now. I will see you guys again soon. Bye.